Alright, so we're going to get started on our Hive Tyrant here, or Swarm Lord, depending on your variation, but gonna start it off just kind of how I've always have, but once we get the base down, we're going to come back and do a little something different, so I will bring you back when we start to do something a little different here. Alright? So, be right back. Alright, so I got some of the blue down, the darker blue, it's a dark Prussian blue. And I got you back here. So, what we're going to do is a stippling effect. I'm going to lay down my blue here on the left thigh, and I would highly suggest you do this with a brush you don't really care about. I'm using one of the cheap, I got like 120 for 10 bucks brush, no name, just, yeah. I used it for my oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank on the head of the Hive Tyrant there, and got some nice little effect off that. So we're going to do it a little bit on the armor here just to draw some attention to it, have some sameness, continuity, with it. But yeah, so we'll get this blocking filled in here. Real quick, and then I'll show you what we're talking about. Super easy, can do some different effects, but I like stippling. You can use it to like feather in two different blends. So if you have, like in this case, I've got two different colors. I'm going to, instead of this hard transition where it's this hard line, make it a little smoother, give it a little texture, and just kind of, not even in camera, not even in frame, make it a little less harsh. So instead of this hard line here, it's going to be more soft. Alright, so a little bit of paint on the brush. Actually, I'm going to switch up to another brush because this one's got a nice fine tip. Well, this one's got a nice fine tip. I don't want to ruin that right now on my nice $2 brush. Let me get one of these that has less of a fine tip and is good for what we want to do. This is a Master's Touch from Hobby Lobby, so I really don't care at this point for it. But we're just going up and down, and I'm starting in the blue until my bristles get kind of splayed out here, and you can see it where it's starting. See how it's kind of bending and bowing there? That's what I want. There we go. So now that we have that, we're going to go to our edge. Make sure we're focused here, guys. And we're going to go down our edge like this. So now, instead of that hard edge, we're going to create a little bit of a softer edge. And then you can go through these layers you've already done, and it's going to help get those dots through there, and that's going to give you like a little dot effect. And with a long brush like this, it's a little less control than if you used like something like that. I mean, this is a makeup brush that I stole while my wife gave it to me. But here, this one might be not bad because it's got a little firmer tip to it. I have tried using like a dry brush in the past. Varying results. You got to really take your paint out in order to get that. But so you can still kind of see our line through here, right? So we're gonna get a touch more paint on there just to kind of re-wet everything, and then back to our line. Again, just softening that up. I'm trying to keep that purple on the armor, so you can at least see that there was purple on the armor, but I mean, there's enough purple elsewhere that if I lose it, I lose some of it. Then I lose some of it. But that's kind of the effect I'm trying to get here, guys, is a little bit of softening effect. So I'm going to go through and touch up some of these areas. And just kind of, I mean, it's not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect, guys. It's just a little something to break it up, to do different. You know, especially when you've done 105 models. You don't want your 106 to look like the other 105, especially when this guy can be a leader. You know, you want him to stand out a little bit, be a little different. So this is what I mean by it can ruin your brushes. So it's all splayed out now. And cleaning it's going to help, but it's not going to be, you're not getting that point back. So just be aware, don't use your $25 brush on this. And then don't complain to me when your $25 brush no longer has that super fine point. I normally set aside a brush or two to do this. But yeah, I'm just going to go through and all the blues for this. And yeah, there you go, guys. Quick and easy tip from the mediocre painter. And yeah, have a great day.